on?
Oh.
Turn off the music.
Well, we're on.
We're
live.
Okay, well, so much for that. We're kind of a little out of sorts because I left my phone at home. Jeannie's having to use hers. But we figured it out. Hey, everybody. Tuesday Live. It's actually nice out today compared to what we've had. We've been through the little ice storm yesterday, which, yeah, we didn't even come in for that. But, you know, when my husband, he has to go in because he does a lot of emergency service support. But when he said the sand truck was stuck, I'm like, okay, that's bad. When the sand truck, yeah, that's what he was met with that morning, was the sand truck stuck on Walnut. So it was super bad outside. But now it's like in the 30s and we're like, woohoo, it's so warm, right? Mm-hmm. That's okay. We're going to have chicken pot pies today. That's our excitement. But I have more exciting things to talk about chicken pot pies. You can tell where my brain's on. I'm hungry. Lots of cool things have happened since last week. A lot of fun things have come in to show you. So let's get started. First, the Misha Puff Trunk Show is here, finally. As you can see, I'm wearing one of the popcorn sweaters in the new cardigan style. This yarn, on the label, it listed as like a DK at 21/4. And I have been experimenting with it for other things I want to do, and it will handle a much, much bigger gauge. I know you can't always see through the camera, but this is knit firm at that gauge. That is a firm, firm gauge. So you can definitely use it for worsted or even Aran weight projects, and it will work it beautifully. I like the firm gauge. This sweater will wear like iron. When we signed up for the trunk show, I think we were kind of hoping we'd get some of the cute little kids stuff. Instead, we got a whole bunch of popcorn sweaters, but that's okay. They're super cute, and you can see how the yarn's knit. So here's one of the children's popcorns, also in the cardigan. This is how the space dyes work up, and it's really super cute. This is the pullover for the kids. And then the confetti colors in the adult version. Yeah, so not a lot of variety as far as styles go, but we still absolutely love them. So they'll be here through the end of the month. So we'd like to come and check them out and give them a feel. That way you can feel how this really knits up at 21/4. And if you have your eye on other projects, you'll see that, you know, it definitely will handle a looser gauge, I promise, and it is a fabulous yarn. So that's the first thing. Oh, I've been busy knitting. I've been making samples. I've had a little extra time on my hands lately, although that's going to come scratching hot, I found out today, because I've got a whole bunch of other stuff I've got to do all of a sudden. Where's everybody else's samples? Y'all slacking? No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Okay, this is I had to look up how to pronounce this. I'm not this cultured. Abydos. Okay, it's easier once you don't think about it. Abydos. It's named after a city in Egypt because of kind of the style of the yoke. This is the Abydos top from Lily Kate, France. It's with cotton cashmere and kid silk haze. It was a fun knit. This part's, you know, depends on your perspective. This part bored me to tears, but I'm not into simple knits. But the top part had just enough to keep you interested, especially if you've been taking any of my classes lately or want to try out some new skills, because it has the tubular cast on. It has these little tucks, which are not hard, but just different to do. It has German short rows right through here, just a little bit. And then it also has the tubular bind off. So it's nice to find a project where you get to put your skills into practice that you've been learning and make a fun top. So all the interesting stuff's up here, then it's a lot of boring. A whole lot of boring. And I made mine a lot longer. Hers is only going to be like this long, but I would actually like to wear this, and that's not happening. And I know a lot of you are in the same boat and thinking, yeah, nobody wants a crop top. So I've been busy doing that. Saving those exciting things that met me today. I found out yesterday. They're on their way for sure. I haven't even really breathed a peep about these because I didn't want another needle drawing. I'll just surprise you. Nothing's worse than having a bunch of pre-orders for stuff and then them not show up on time, and people get gripey. Then they cancel their order, which costs us money. Credit card fees. That's always a mess. I thought, nope, we're not going that route. So we won't talk about these till they get here. Oh, I'm building anticipation, am I not? Lori, are you have anticipation? Am I the only one who knows what these is? Jeannie, you know?
Oh, I know what's in there.
Jeannie knows what's in here. Do you know what's in here? No. Okay, well, good. I have some anticipation going here. In the store. Watch it be something else. Yeah. It is not. Ta-da! Forte. Many of you were lucky to grab a set of the Chiaogoo Forte needles last year. These are extremely, when we say limited edition, we're not kidding. I was really surprised they were doing them again because the production on these is so slow. We found out about it when we were met with them in June of this year, decided just to keep our mouths closed so we actually have them in hand. So if you missed out on getting a set last time, they're here. They come in this beautiful case, zippered case. There's a couple differences between this and the Forte 2.0 and the original Forte. The main difference is the small tips With Chiaogoo system, let me back up. There's two tips. There's a small and then there's the large. They have different connector sizes. This is what allows Chiaogoo to have a broader range of sizes for their tips, because it is almost impossible to have a one size join fit everybody from tiny to big. So by doing the different joins, they're able to offer more sizes than you can normally get with interchangeables. So for the ones that take the small cables, these are carbon fiber with the stainless tip. For the bigger ones, they're just like the previous ones that were blackwood, which is just another name, probably more of a generic name for ebony. I don't know why they don't just call them ebony, other than maybe it's one of those things where only trees born, a certain place could be called ebony. Don't really know, but blackwood / ebony base, where the first set were all ebony. I think they went to the carbon fiber because it's a little stronger for the smaller sizes. I think they may have had a couple problems, but they're good about replacing them. So you bought one of the older ones, the first set, and you have problems with tips, let me know. We can get them replaced. They also come with loaded with all sorts of accessories, measuring tape. Are these the tips? What's in here? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah. Stitch markers, end stoppers. They have the little rubber thing to help you get grip on your needle, which if you lose it, a jar opener works fine, but it's a lot cuter than keeping a jar opener in your bag. Even get an ink pen. The other difference between this set and the original one, the original ones only came with swivel cords, which I love. But for the small cables, they also now include a set of the standard red cables. These retail for $330. Because of their pricing on our end and because of limited availability, this is not a place where you can redeem any sort of discount. These are not discountable items, so throwing that out there. So these are here. We don't have very many. We're able to get what we could. I'll put that back together. And they are on our site, available to buy and ship today. No waiting, no drama, no drama. We tried Jeannie. How many rounds of needle drama have we been through? First, when it's a hot product that everybody's supposed to be getting, and things don't arrive when they're supposed to, usually through manufacturing issues. Yeah, I don't like drama. Okay, also some new needle things popped in today. The needles aren't new, but the cases are.
Oh, purple!
I knew somebody would get all excited about that. I just knew it. These are the Likey blue needle set, and they're now available in a purple case. Before they were in a blue case. But they're not purple needles. Don't get excited.
Darn.
I know, that would be more exciting, but it's the next best thing. So you've got that with the blue needles.
Still pretty.
It's still pretty. So now we have them in these cases. I'll put that. Well, you'll have things to put in later.
Yeah, I like it when she says "I'll" because it means me.
Throw that over there. Put that anywhere. I like to make a good mess. Okay, this one. I haven't even opened the box yet. We haven't had a box opening in a while. I thought I would save some excitement for you. And then this one is in a dandelion yellow case. I just like making messes. But these are the umber needles. So they're not yellow needles, just in a really bright case. Before these kind of came in that like Buffy brown color, kind of goldy brown shade. I'm stuck. There we go. And these are the, I hear noise upstairs. Is that painting going on?
Is it our upstairs or next door?
Oh, I'm hoping it. Well, yeah, he would have to come get the paint.
Yeah, it's next door, I think.
We're doing our apartment upstairs. That's why I got excited. Now they're like, ooh, is Jeremy up there working? Yes. I went $1,300 worth of paint to paint that thing. Woo! I'm still getting over that. Yeah. So
yeah.
Sticker shop just on buying paint. So yeah, we're getting the apartment painted. We have some exciting things going on. Okay, let me go through. Oh, Dando. This actually was here last week, and I forgot to tell you about it. And you can tell how we didn't bother to get out of the box yet. We have to rearrange the store. New colors and some of the Dando. That's a reorder. But I love that color. Isn't it pretty? That's in the linen. This is steel gray. I don't think that's new. Maybe this. Some of this just reorder. Pacific tone. There was a Pacific, and now there's a Pacific tone. I think it's just the new Pacific, and maybe it has more colors. Variation. This is one of her top sellers. Let's see if we can tell a difference. Oh yeah, look.
Yeah,
see,
it's got a little dark
more depth
in it.
of color.
Yeah.
So it's specific but more interesting. This is Silk Plus. That's a reorder. That's a reorder. I think this color is new. Vanilla.
That's
that
pretty.
one's new. Oh, here's more lemon. That color's new. What's that called? Magenta. And then cotton fine, I believe, those are all just reorders.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dando. We've got the Dando trunk show coming up in March. Plus, she is going to be here in person. I mean, I mentioned this last week. Yumiko Alexander's coming this summer. More on that soon. I know a lot of people are excited about getting to meet Yumiko from Dando and learn things. Silk Garden. We finally got the rest of our Silk Garden colors in. I've already robbed that bag for a sample. Can you tell? Pretty colors. If you've used Silk Garden in the past, you think, yuck, ooh, itchy. You have not used it recently. It is not itchy. It is soft as can be. I just started a sample with it, and it is a delight. It's going to be nice to wear. It's going to, it's not going to have that itchy factor that it did before. It does still have the mohair in it, but it doesn't feel. See, look, I'm not grimacing at all.
Yeah.
It really is super.
It is soft. Yes.
It's nothing like before.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was reluctant at first to even put some of those back in. I thought, okay, fine. But then we got it in. I'm like, they weren't kidding. It is softer. Okay, what's going on this week? I'm teaching a lot of classes. That's looking at my list. Oh, I'm teaching a lot of classes this week. Thursday morning, we have Intarsia Basics, which, if you want to learn Intarsia, you need to learn it here because we basically wrote the book on how to do it. No one knows our techniques quite like we do. My mother invented most of them that are even being taught by some top teachers out there. But if you want your Intarsia to look perfect, I can help you do that. Saturday in the morning, we have provisional cast on. I'm going to teach you a provisional that will be so awesome. You'll want to use it all the time. It's coolest thing since sliced bread, but we'll also go through some of the basic ones as well. So that way you're not going to be all nervous if you have your provisional cast on. It's good to know. And the afternoon, brioche basics. We go how to do brioche. There's only one spot left. We keep that class pretty tight because it can get pretty intense. Plus, we kind of have to teach it two ways because you've got your American knitters and your continental knitters, and the movement is different. If you've had trouble learning brioche, it's difficult to learn from videos with people who aren't there to tell you what you're doing wrong. It's also difficult to learn just by reading. Brioche isn't so much about the abbreviations of the stitches as it is in the movement. It's all kind of a flow, right, Jeannie?
Mm-hmm.
Got to know the flow. The flow is different depending on how you hold your yarn. Doesn't mean one's better or worse. It's just different. Quite a bit different, actually. So, yeah, I'll teach you. You can get your flow on with me and brioche, but only one spot left. If you can't make it this Saturday, don't worry. We'll have it again in the future. It's one of our most popular classes. Well, we did have a lot today. Yeah. I don't know what's going on next week, but I'm sure there'll be more to talk about then. So I'll see y'all then. Bye.